So for those of you just joining at home, we're just trying to
get our shit together.
Resume.
Get our shit together.
So for those of you just joining while streaming live,
Yeah, especially when you can't hear us. I'm hitting the record button just in case. Well, I'm not sure what that's about.
What's what
you
about?
Tried turning your phone off and turn it back on again.
What do you help desk?
Yes.
Oh, the sparkles have to go.
Help desk for this evening.
I actually just did it. Just for the hell of it.
All right.
Never know.
All right.
All my shit's gone.
Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, so there's nothing happening on OBS.
Did you
under audio?
I don't know. Okay. So did you select the right audio? Here, let me share my screen. My OBS window, rather. So, can you see this? Do you have like audio, microphone, and headphones? Yes, no, maybe?
Sources. Oh, no, that's not what I don't have that. Yeah, I don't have that.
You don't have any audio sources that like default audio or anything?
No, it's probably why.
That's exactly why. If you don't put a source out the stream, there ain't no source on the stream. You know.
All right.
You know. Do I have to get Kent Dunn to explain it to you? What's all this nonsense about David Wilcock going on tonight? I saw like Chris Zuger was all up in arms.
Oh, I don't know.
Apparently
Chris
he got fired or quitted from Gaia TV.
Chris gets up in arms about a lot of shit.
Oh, I know. He's like, I like, okay, I'm not going to be mean.
All right. So audio output capture.
Mm-hmm.
Calling it Zoom, of course.
Mm-hmm. You should call it whatever the thing is.
The name is already in use.
You can't use Zoom. Use whatever it is. Microphone, speakers, headset. It's a source. It's not a target. What did you pick in Zoom? For microphone.
I picked speakers, USB audio codec.
So pick that for your audio source for one, and then make another one for whatever you picked for microphone. So whatever you hear and say will go out to OBS.
Oh, I just saw it doing it for microphone.
There you go. There you go.
I think they can hear us now.
You could have to check in your chat. Let me go. I'll listen to your chat.
I don't even know if there's anyone there.
Is there anybody out there?
I'm not popular. No one loves me anymore.
Well, you did just announce it today. No one's in mine either, so I take that back. Sup, dude? Like your channel? I like your channel too, Grenade Man. Let's go check it out. Right on. He actually has videos. No, you don't have any videos. Whatever. It's cool. I like your name. That's all that matters. I like the fact that you're here.
Grenade Man?
The grenade. The grenade.
Pretty dope.
He's a lurker. He's a lurker, dude. I like lurkers. I'm a lurker. By nature. Did you get a new room?
I'm in my
failed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks bigger.
Bill's got
I'm in a
different camp.
Different room.
Right.
Yeah, I got switched over to the other camp. And then when I got here, there's like 6 people here in a 200-man camp. Sweet. So they gave me the VIP room.
That's like when you get an empty plane and they put you up in first class.
Pretty much, yeah. So I get this is a double bed instead of a single bed.
Ooh, dude.
Pretty dope.
That's like,
yeah.
living high on the hog. Don't get
Yeah,
Don't get used to it, right?
especially out here. Yeah, exactly. But I'm making the most of it.
Is it empty because of the holiday? And happy 4th of July, I suppose, everybody.
It would be, except I'm Canadian.
Yeah, you're
so-
Canadian.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What do you guys celebrate?
Dude, words are hard.
July
Canada-
1st, Canada Day.
Canada Day. So maybe that
Canada.
Canada Day week off. Canada Day week off.
Canada Day.
No, we don't take weeks off, dude.
Okay. I forgot socialist country, no vacation.
Like, okay.
No, it's oil field. It's more like a total tyrannical dictatorship.
No, you get
You have your
vacation, you
schedule.
work till they tell you to stop, and then you get vacation till it does.
Yes.
All right. I got a really dumb question, Jerry.
What now, David?
So, it looks like I got a screen on the feed, but not in the OBS screen.
Okay, are you looking at studio mode? Are you
Right now,
looking
I'm
at
looking at gallery view.
in Zoom? I'm
Yeah.
confused. So there's what do you want to do?
Well, I wanted to see what we're looking at in OBS, but it's actually streaming all three of us right now from Zoom with audio.
So what's wrong with that?
Actually, nothing. Never mind.
Okay. I thought that was the actual plan.
It's the actual plan. I just didn't see anything in OBS. I thought I was not working.
Well, if you see it on YouTube, it's going out of OBS for the most part. I still should probably check your stream. Yep, live now. Actual plan. Oh, yep, there I am. Wait, no, there's no video. There's no video. So,
video.
let's. What are you looking at in OBS? Are you looking at studio mode, or are you just looking at preview mode, or what?
OBS, I am looking at the black screen for some reason.
One or two, dude. Come on. How many you got there on OBS? Oh, you mean OBS is all black?
That's what I just said.
Like the whole window is black?
Yes.
Oh. Maybe it locked up. Yeah, because you're not streaming right now.
No, it is streaming.
Is it?
I can hear the audio. Yeah, I just can't see the what.
Okay, so
the screen.
I would try and close OBS and reopen it if you can't see it. It could be a video card thing. Whoop, there we go. Oh, you went us offline. You just went offline.
What the hell?
No, I can't hear you. Oh, I can't hear you.
I can hear him.
No, I can't. It looked like his lips were moving.
I think that's like swearing and cussing, but in
it's like watching a
silent
lawyer.
mode.
What?
All right, how about now?
Now what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we heard you the whole time. It was my mistake. Damn.
All right.
There goes the stream. Don't cross it.
Don't cross the stream.
God damn it, Tony. Oop. I see your thumbnail. Whoop, now it's black.
All right, let me stop streaming. Okay, I'm gonna stop streaming now. Stop streaming.
Just start a hangout. We'll go in your hangout, and everything will be super and nice, and you won't have to freak out.
All right. Fail, do you have Hangouts or Gmail or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll start a Hangout.
Oh, I didn't say we were coming.
Oh,
I'm
check
kidding.
you
I'm
out.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm a dick.
Nice.
yep.
All right.
What do I have to do? Do I have to get an app for that again?
No, he's gonna paste an invite
is it
into
all-
chat, into Discord.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be done with this by then.
Oh.
Ew.
Holy shit.
What? It is working. We don't have to use shitty hangouts. No, not so lucky, eh? Oh, that looks off.
I'm just telling people to keep checking the channel. We'll be back.
You'll have to do a new video.
Technicalities are difficult, so we'll be streaming live whenever.
Well, he's got. We have to get in. He has to make a new event, and set it up and shit.
A new event.
Yeah, it's got to be a whole new video. It's going to be a different.
It's going to be a whole new thing.
A whole new thing for Dave.
Chicken wing.
Can't wait.
New thing, chicken wing, and my joint will be ready by then. Oops, I didn't say that out loud, did I?
We're done.
I'm not. I'm still streaming.
No. I was talking about. Oh, never mind. I thought maybe you just don't want anyone hear you talking about the.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Is it all done?
It's all done.
All right. Well, it was a good show, man.
No, the show's not done.
I know.
Well, it is on my stream.
What?
Nobody's on your stream. I didn't even know you had a stream.
There's 2 people.
Stream.
Public.
Pubic. In the shadow of the pyramid, CW Chanter.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
All right. Is this Seinfeld? No, it's not Seinfeld. It's a failed simulcast. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Failed? He's right there.
Yeah.
What's going on here is that I was going to restream Dave Cruz's Beyond the Strange because I'm going to be on it. And we were trying to do it in Zoom, but Dave, the equipment was superior to the operator, and it didn't happen. So we're starting a hangout, and I'm going to switch to the hangout once we get that going. And I will drop the link in the chat.
Isn't hangout like worse?
Hangouts is like sticking needles in your eyes.
that bad?
Oh, we switched to Zoom for a reason.
Compared to Zoom, it's like, yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. All right, let's see how this thing goes.
Just drinking my blue drink today. Had my orange drink earlier. We're still streaming something?
Yeah, the Hive.
Is it the Hive tonight?
Yeah. So, well, no, it's a Friday Night Hive kind of thing. No, I do not trust Google. I don't trust Facebook. I don't trust any of them. I had an idea about
Where's the Hangouts link?
All right. Remind me to tell you my idea about QAnon.
QAnon. Okay.
I gotta get out of the Zoom. Oh. Right. What's going on?
It sucks.
I have to change all my cropping because
I
this
know.
window is in the same size.
This is boots.
What the? This makes me want to throw it to the ground.
the freak?
I saw that video for the first time yesterday. It made me laugh so hard. Right.
Which one is this?
I guess it's like 10 years old or something. It's from Saturday Night Live or from Adam Sandberg from Saturday Night Live. Or I don't really know where it originates from. It's like a fake boy band. I don't even know what to call it. It's just like it's the Blues Brothers for the 2000 years, 2010. You know, it was an SNL creation or something that went into, you know. Yeah, and Hangouts doesn't have like what's that word I want? Gallery view. You know?
No, it does this stupid shit. You know what? I don't know.
Well, that's cool. I'm only looking at you because I'm
cameraman.
I'm in my Hangout and I'm never going to see. I don't know. Dude.
How do I sound? Can you even hear me?
You sound fine. Yeah, you can go live anytime. I think I already played my intro, so.
All right.
All right. I'll just
We're going to start.
Make sure everyone in my thing.
The broadcast.
Can hear it.
Right now.
Lee, you have missed nothing. We haven't even started yet.
We just started. We are live. Oh, yeah. I got to go into Discord.
Wait. Is it going out to stream? Is it going out to stream on my... Well, you know what? Hangouts takes up...
Oh, yeah. I got to go into Discord.
Hangouts takes up less resources for sure.
Well, it's all integrated.
That's what she said.
Yeah. She was integrated.
So
yeah, right.
Where's your distinguished panel?
Thank you for joining us tonight on Beyond the Strange /Hive/ whatever you want to call it.
But fuck yous.
I'm freezing up now. That's great. Oh no, there's the video in bed.
Who froze up, you or
I did.
Inside your head or like your computer? Shut up. Sorry, cat.
No, I thought you were talking to your other self or something there for a minute.
No, he's out for the night.
Jerry Cthulhu, everyone.
Yo, yo, yo.
Thank you for joining us in the middle of this shit sandwich broadcast of Beyond the Strange and Hive. I'm going to keep saying that. Okay, where are we? Discord. There we are. We are also in Discord, by the way. If anyone belongs to the Cruz and Mistake Discord channel, or
well, you have your own, don't you?
Yes. The BT.
So don't promote
BTS
those
chat.
fucks. Promote your own channel.
Well, you're in there too. That's why.
Well, I'm in yours too, and I do have my own channel.
True. All right. Well, everyone, just go to Beyond the Strange chat Discord. I'll definitely put a link there.
I think the Cruiser mistake might offend some of your listeners.
So BTS Dave. Oh shit. He's Bale's looking for the link. Sorry, my man.
You put it into
I put the wrong link in there.
Oh no, you didn't. I hate when people say that. YouTube coming down on all you guys. Why? YouTube's not bothering us. We're too tiny. Like, man, you got 1,000 subs.
Who?
No, you.
Me?
Yeah, no, the wall. Yeah, you.
But no, I'm longer than you.
I changed the name of my hive to Please Make It Stop instead of
Please make it stop.
I thought that went better with the trepanation image. I don't know. He's pretty determined.
All right, so I put that in there.
Put it in there. Put it in there. Get it in there good. Johnny.
Fail here yet?
Awesome.
All right. Hey, we got 4 viewers.
Ooh, I got 12 or 11 on my channel.
How you guys doing?
Hello.
So we just started. I don't know why it's just on Jerry, but that's okay. He's better looking than me.
Hardly.
Kind of an experiment last minute.
I have a bigger dick. That's true.
Okay. I don't want to go up against you.
I probably don't.
So,
to be honest.
a little strange.
It's beyond the strange, even.
A little bizarre.
Wait.
Oh, you went with that drill in the head, huh?
I did.
For the banner?
Yeah,
Oh.
you said it was too dark. Or it was a little dark.
Well, it's a little dark.
He's
but,
not...
You know.
He doesn't look sad. He looks determined and focused. Like a power tool. With the power tool. And I just colored in his eyes and put the red on his head. He was all black and white. And that cool tattoo on his cheek.
Yeah. Oh, that's what that is.
Well, I don't know what it is. It's there. I was guided by my higher self to put it there.
Good. Oh, why did I click on Chanter?
He's asking me.
2 people just dropped out. Well, I am so sorry, but
They're laughing at us on our channel. On my
Oh,
channel.
yeah?
On my channel. So I'll just say hey to everyone. Hey Lee, Iowa, Adelaide. Mystery Rhizome, yo, what's up?
So they're leaving my link and going to yours. Okay.
No, they're not.
Bet you they are.
There's no one in my chat from your channel. I think these are all my friends. Yeah, the grenade might, you know, he's been on mine before. All these people are my regulars. It's our regular. Copyright strike from Black & Decker. Oh, wouldn't that be hilarious? I don't even think it's a Black & Decker tool.
Oh, Trish is watching.
Trish,
you got to get in here.
Trish, get your butt in here.
I know. Jane.
Your bottom. Your bottom.
Thanks for showing up.
See, now on my
It is working.
on my stream, you should be able to see my eyeballs moving on the picture.
It's
Or my thing.
It's
What?
working on mine.
Is it?
Yeah.
See,
Well, I can see.
last time out, yeah. But when it's broadcast out, you don't see the animated GIF. I have an animated GIF set as my profile picture.
Oh, you're right. It's not.
But on mine, it is because I'm streaming a window capture, not. It doesn't matter.
Trish is like, it's 4:30 a.m. next time.
Next time, what a wimp. She's been staying up till like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning talking. She's probably in another Zoom. Her and Suzanne, I bet, are plotting against the planet, against the reptilians.
Did you you have to have a Gmail to be able to do that, right?
Do what?
Get in there?
No.
No, it sent the link. You'd just be able to join.
Who can't join?
I don't know. Let me see if Failed is having problems. Failed, get in here.
We could just talk to like.
But no, seriously, everybody, we were going to have a discussion with Jerry and Nish from the show that they do, Nox Mente. A very awesome show. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Am I pronouncing that right?
Which part?
Nox Mente?
Nox Mente, yeah.
Nox Mente. Well, I've been meaning to ask you, what's with all the Spanish or Latin?
We like dead languages.
Okay.
They're powerful magically. I don't know. They're magically delicious.
Lucky Charms?
Oh, you took my Lucky Charm. We're not using Zoom, right?
You're using Zoom.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Okay, here we go. I couldn't find my.
I just exited Zoom.
Did you know?
Yeah.
I was looking.
I was gonna say I have Discord open and Hangouts, and that's it.
Cool. Meow. Can you hear her?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
What is the kitty's name?
This one is Slash.
Lash.
Slash. Savior of the Kittyverse.
Now everyone gets to see me text on my phone.
So what were the topics? I'm gonna have to run the show tonight. Tonight we're gonna discuss. I forgot. I remembered one thing, but I forgot what it was. At the moment, don't tell me.
I kind of still want
California fires. Fires. So
yes.
I put in my description that you told me you had like 3 things. I only remembered one was a fire.
Well, this is kind of where I'd like to try to get Suzanne in here because she lives.
She's not home.
Not home. She lives north of me.
Right.
And the fires are close to her too as well. I think they're called the county fires where she's at, and where I'm at, it's called the my God, I'm drawing a blank.
Northern. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares if it's in Northern California somewhere. Right.
Well, it's just the thing is Suzanne was betting that the fires were going to actually come together.
She was betting, or that was her evil plan.
Evil. But, hoping it wasn't anybody's plan for that to happen. They are pretty much contained, though, I guess, because before there was a lot of ash in the air, and I was looking out my window. That's what I was doing. Today it was pretty clear skies, pretty blue, as a matter of fact, with the little wisps of chemtrails in the air.
It rained here all day. It's been raining here lately. Last 3 days.
Wish it rain here.
No, it sucks. 85 degrees and 75% humidity. The real feels like 106.
That's gross. That's a gross feeling.
Like touching worms. Kind of.
Well, we were going to talk about if she was to come on the show, we were going to talk a little bit about that, but I really wanted to discuss it because I want to know what the plan. So it's somebody's plan. I think it's somebody's plan. I mean, it's a rabbit hole. It's a conspiracy, in my opinion, that these fires are going on. I know it's fire season, but it's way too early for that. Why'd you mute?
Because I was typing.
Oh. Okay.
Looking for Suzanne and failed. Can't get in because it's asking to add a hangout plugin. Oh,
You're running.
Wait, Susanna. After the kids go to bed. It's just me and Dave. Just me and Dave. Total crash. Shit. No.
Hurry.
No, I'm kidding. Failed can't. And it keeps asking. Clear cache. Oh.
What?
Join in incognito mode.
That's why I need to get Zoom and OBS to work.
Control Shift and opens an incognito, right? I don't even feel like typing right now.
It was working, but my stream
wasn't
earlier.
It's all working good. Working good.
But it's all right.
So
anyway.
I don't know anything about vampires or those fires, so we should talk about some other topic.
Wait till Suzanne comes in about the fires. I mean, that's okay. We don't have to talk about the fire.
I don't know. I'd like to. I think
You
one of
you
her.
do know last year that we had these similar fires in Santa Rosa, California. You know about that, right?
Yeah, and up in Napa, I remember that, and I remember the tree that was burning from the inside out. That was kind of cool. Not completely impossible.
Well, of course. I mean, I'm sure sap is highly combustible, right?
Right. It's no indication of directed energy weapons. Not that those don't exist. I don't know. You know. But that was pretty cool. That's all I remember about that fire. It was widespread. I heard a lot of conspiracy theories that it was they were set on purpose by vandals or the cabal or whatever. Them, I don't know anything more than that. As to the actual cause.
That's my question. Is is it that easy to make everything into a conspiracy?
Totally. Totally.
Too bad. I mean, 'cause I really I don't know where to go from here, Jerry. It's like I've heard a lot of stuff. I'm almost hearing recycled stuff. Shit, actually.
Oh yeah, totally.
And now
it's a summer reruns,
yeah, it is pretty much. I know the other shows are doing the same shit,
Mm-hmm.
But like for instance, have you seen the video that Leo put out on the Discord channel for BTS? It's a flat Earth one.
I may have. I don't recall. Just because it's flat Earth doesn't mean I'm going to go watch it.
It's pretty good though. You should check it out. They make a really good argument. I mean, there's a lot of these researchers. These guys say they're researchers. See, that's the thing. You just really got to do your own research. And how are you going to come up with all this equipment, all this knowledge of, say, the curvature of the Earth starts at such and such point?
Mm-hmm.
And these guys have set up these laser points to where it's a straight line.
What was the name of it? Was this
supposedly a dome should start a curve should start happening where their line is drawn.
Correct.
And what's happening is there's no curve. They're getting a perfect line connection.
Yeah, there are anomalies with the whole curve thing.
Mm-hmm. You mean like on a GoPro fish lens or something like
that?
No.
I mean like on the alleged ball we live on. There are problems observing the curve of it. It seems to be impossible unless you use a GoPro camera.
I mean, they've already discounted gravity as an actual source. That it's magnetism.
Maybe.
And other things involved.
It's some kind of coupling with. It's a field coupling with the planet of some sort. I don't want to label it as gravity. I don't know if it is. But where they're at isn't really space either. It's just like close inside the Van Allen belts, right? Like on the ISS and stuff.
I suppose. I mean, it's just
there
really.
How did we get on fake space stuff already? That was pretty fast.
There he is. Fake stuff.
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah. All the space nonsense.
It's moving quickly.
No, what were we talking about though, really? In the upper, something in the upper atmosphere. Oh, the curve though, you're talking about the curve being unobservable.
Right.
It is.
Thanks for joining us, Failed, by the way.
It is interesting.
Thanks for having me.
You get all this equipment and do these experiments, but now what? You're still going to be looked at like a nut job. No one's going to acknowledge that work.
I like the guy that went up in his own rocket.
In the 1800s?
No, just recently, the I don't know.
Oh, the flat Earth rocket guy crashed.
The flat Earth rocket guy. Yeah, he did crash hard. He like broke his spine or something because he landed too hard. But still, kudos to him for putting the initiative out there. Right?
I guess.
I know
I mean,
it's insane, but
it's more of an embarrassment to hardcore researchers who are doing, real interesting measurements.
but I don't understand how he thought he would lift off with water pressure.
Because he did it before when he jumped the Snake River Canyon.
Yeah, but that's what, a kilometer, a mile.
I don't know. I'm kidding. That was Evil Knievel who did that.
I think to get up to space would be a lot more than that, right?
I don't know. He would probably bounce off the dome first.
Yeah, the water dome.
Whatever it is. The NASA dome.
The aquarium glass.
It's the NASA.
It's the aquarium glass.
It's the Thunderdome.
That's what I feel like we're in, under a aquarium glass.
And it gets hot and sweaty when you point a hot light on it for a long time. It's
Oh, yeah.
like a sauna. James can't get in either.
It was tough. I had to download Google Chrome to get in. So maybe that works.
Should look at the chat. Hello, chat people.
I'm going into Discord right now. I don't know. You might have to use.
What's up with those video glitches? What are you seeing there?
Google. What video glitch?
Alright, someone's asking me.
Is my video glitching again?
Hey, Brandon.
Mine does that sometimes.
Brandon, you want to come on? Do you know Brandon Young?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't think we only talk in like Twitter and stuff, but I don't think I've actually and in chat. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, why are you guys all here? Did CW just finish up or something?
Oh,
Calendo's in here, and
are we the only show that's on now? That's pretty bad.
that's sad. All right, we need topics, people. What do you want us to talk about? What would you like us to talk? It's not doing it on Dave's stream, so it's my stream's goofing, huh? Wait. I'm not seeing Jerry on video.
Brandon,
yeah, I'm not on video tonight. Because I'm streaming the hangout. Unless I select myself, you won't see me, which is kind of the way I
might have Brandon in my.
I did hear Wilcock resign from Gaia, but I heard it from like someone else who heard it from someone else. I believe I heard it yesterday, but believe it or not, from Kent Dunn, who said both them, he and Corey Good, quit from Gaia. Or
aren't they the only ones that actually bring people into that?
I don't know. You can see me now, but I'm
so
going to go away in a second.
Quit,
I'm sorry, what, Phil?
Who would Gaia have left? I said if they were to quit, then who would Gaia have left?
And don't who would Gaia have left? Everyone else who Gaia has. Jay Dyer, Jay Widener. I don't know.
Oh, this Jay Widener.
I'm just asking because I have no idea.
I don't know anything. I said I heard this from. I was watching Joe from the Carolinas who was talking to Chris Zuger, and they were talking about him not working with them. And there was another live stream too. I thought I saw, but it might have just been the two of them. Anyway, that's actually where I got it from. So I don't know if it's true. I haven't really researched it. It doesn't really matter. I don't think. It's just more drama in the blue chicken verse. Out of here.
The blue chicken verse.
I couldn't think of it better. The Pollo verse.
I like the Pollo verse.
Yeah.
The poultry verse.
I would have to see what it says and how it comes out in Latin.
I really do like the whole blue Indian chicken story.
That's good.
Dude, I really thought that like cat people were going to be the first contact here in September, on September 23rd, 2016 or whatever, 2015. I was like, oh my God, tell my parents, there's going to be cat people coming. Oh man. Yeah. There's good stuff. Good drug there.
Thanks for joining us, Tennant, Booth, and Marlon. Good to see you.
Marlon.
And what happened to the Nazca mummy? This is in my chat room. By the way,
Oh, real
on my channel.
questions. Okay. They were proven fake? No, I don't know.
That's
They were proven
what I thought.
paper mache.
Well, no, not
No,
really.
they were old things, but it was humans. They did DNA.
Now, aren't they like really disfigured humans?
Well, didn't they like manipulate the fingers or something like that?
That's what I had heard. It was just the way they bound them, and then they, fused together, etc.
I mean, they find a lot of elongated skulls down there in Paracas, don't they?
Don't they band their skulls when they're kids and
Caracas,
make it grow that way?
Oh, that was in Venezuela? That was in...
No, it was in Peru.
Yeah, it was in Peru. Caracas is in Venezuela. I've actually been to Caracas.
You speak Spanish too?
Oh, poquito.
Hola.
Muy poquito. Mi español es muy malo. I watched this woman on YouTube. Her name's her YouTube name is Marisol Pink, and she's I don't know, Martha Stewart from Cuba, and she talks really fast. And I try and listen to her and get the recipes. It's like really good training if you want to learn Spanish. And she's funny too. She throws jokes in there, so you got to pick up on the jokes too.
Apparently, I look really pale.
It's the fluorescent lights.
Yeah, I can turn them off.
I think you look fucking sexy. As usual. As usual. I just want to get up there and hump on your leg. I threw it on the ground. Oh man, that was the funniest thing I heard.
Threw it on the ground.
I watched it again like 3 times today. Like, it's so funny. That's very sad.
Sorry, I had a puppy problem.
Tell those kids to get back to bed.
No, they're actual dogs.
Oh.
I did tell the kids to go to bed, but
see, I told
so
you
high maintenance.
Trish is still up. See,
I told her to come in, but she said
it's too late.
She needs to sleep, which obviously she's not sleeping now.
Not sleeping at all.
We caught you.
All right, so wait. I asked everyone to give us a topic, and I don't think anyone gave us any. Wait, I see.
Oh, we got the mummies nailed down.
Suzanne's in chat. I see what's going on.
The BTS chat and on the YouTube channel, they're talking about the Nazca mummies.
The Nazca mummies, yeah. I don't know.
They did a remote viewing on the mummies,
but that
they saw on F2B. I missed that one. I'm sorry. I didn't see the F2B episode with that. I
did watch a little mini documentary where they're taking the mummies and getting them x-rayed and stuff. There's a lot of things pointed out while they were handling them. They're saying that if they were ancient mummies, the way they were handling them and all the cloth was breaking up and falling apart. Like, it was very suspect.
Well, it's freaking Jaime Mr. I'm sorry, Jaime, but you know.
But fool me once.
Thank you.
Shame on me.
And Don Schmidt.
Yeah, they didn't actually sequence it properly. I'm reading I don't want to read this article, but I'm kind of skimming it. So it's in limbo. I'm sure it's not an alien. I bet you $1 it's not an alien.
Do you think that if humans are 1 in a million shot, we're here, what says that there aren't any other humans on any other planet, and that the aliens look exactly like us? So how would we know if we saw an alien or not?
Exactly.
That's my whole point. Are they going to be reptiles? Are they going to be blue chicken avians? Maybe, but there's also a possibility that they look human just like us, and we can't distinguish them from
Maybe there's a
our own population.
Roger Rabbit planet, and they all look like cartoon characters. That would be awesome.
Toontown.
God, that would be freaky.
What's his name freaked me out at the end of the movie?
Aliens are pale too.
Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd is an alien, I think. I think he's an alien.
He's played some interesting roles. You know,
As aliens.
No, as freaks, for sure.
Oh, but he has played an alien.
Yeah, My Favorite Martian.
What was it?
My Favorite Martian.
My Favorite Martian.
And, Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
He was John Big Boutte?
Big Boutte.
Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
I remember John Big Boutte. I love that movie, by the way. And John.
Everyone was saying Big Booty, and he was like,
Big Boutte. Yeah, and Dr. Emilio Lizardo. What was the other one? It was big. Everyone's name in that movie was, all the aliens' first names were John, and then they had stupid last names.
Right.
Like made up one. But they were made up, but they weren't words. They were actual people's last names. Some are French and German. Yada yada. It's funny. It's not that great. You go back and watch these old movies you watched when you were a kid. Like, try and watch Three Stooges now. It's like, oh, this is horrible.
I can watch it, though.
You can, but it's like, it doesn't have that, I can't take my eyes off it appeal anymore. That it had 10 or 15.
Suzanne!
Yay! What color is my hat? Oh, 5G.
The internet.
Hey guys.
Internet of things.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, it's Hangouts.
I was just gonna say, don't give it out in the live chats. I've seen somebody have their Hangout taken over.
It's a blue hat.
And they got booted off.
Blue hat.
It's a blue hat.
Word of warning.
I'm guessing the colors of hats in chat.
What are we word of warning? What happened to a hangout that got kicked off?
If you put it in the live chat, I saw one where a guy came in and took over a live chat.
Well, that's sweet.
Or put it in he took over the Hangout.
I'm masking it.
Oh, okay.
This can't be
I
hijacked.
figured he might be doing something. But it was Jim Lee, and he was like a super hacker, so...
What's a Jim Lee?
You know, Jim Lee from climateviewer.com.
I don't know who the hell Jim Lee is. And it's, you don't have...
I want
all you need to have is, the
fun.
ability to pause the screen and type something into the browser to take over a Hangout. You don't have to be brilliant. It's clever.
Yeah, apparently he didn't know it could happen. He got kicked off, and they started streaming porn, so his channel got yeah.
Not cool.
It was bad news.
Well,
yes, Curly's antics are immortal. Those are the parts that made me laugh the most. And when Mo gets hurt. When Mo gets hurt, I laugh. And when Curly does stupid shit, I laugh. But Larry plays that middle child victim role so well. It's ubiquitous. You don't really make me laugh anymore. Anyway, I digressed.
This fucking cartoon is about ready.
This fucking cartoon, baby, is driving me insane. I can't stand these. You left me hanging on that last verse.
Which one is it?
They really piss me off.
They really pissed me off.
Which one is it? The
pulled out their balls
Incredibles?
in the CW once. Sweet. Actually, I was naked for a H.I.V.E. too one time. That was embarrassing.
No, I mask it by cropping out the URL in the browser. It's not visible on the stream. Rhizome was asking me.
Oh.
Someone pulled out their balls on CW show once. God, it was Spencer Robotics. It had to be.
Oh my God.
Or Ian, one of those two. Those are the only two people I would know that would pull their balls out. Who was it? Which one? Brandon.
Would they do a turkey neck?
The Batwing, actually. It was the Batwing.
It's the gobbler.
Had to
What's that called? The Glottis or whatever? No. On CW Chanter's channel, not the CW. Well, I still put my bet it's one of those two people. Failed to get naked. Trish wants to see you naked, failed.
Maybe later.
Do you have a tub in your new room?
Are we going to talk about
You
something
can
or
just go
just
back
goof around?
Well, we can get back to the fires.
Okay.
What? The fire?
You don't have
Jerry,
to. We can just fuck
I think
around.
Jerry doesn't. Jerry's like, I don't really want to talk about fires.
No, I thought you were going to
No.
talk about that
No.
show or whatever.
No, Dave, this is your show.
Which one, Nox
And
Mente?
we're like bullshitting.
No, not next Mente. What you guys were talking about in Discord today?
What were we talking about in Discord today?
I don't know. The one you got at me about.
So the fires in California this year, are there any weird conspiracies surrounding the fires? Because I remember last year the power companies were deliberately setting them on fire or something like that.
Well, Suzanne and I have been talking about the whole PG&E thing, how everybody was blaming PG&E or they were taking the blame for it or whatever, and it just didn't seem like it was correct.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Wasn't there the one city that was like burnt to a crisp, and the trees were still
there? Everything was freaking cars were melted.
Yeah, and the trees were still standing beside the car.
Right. I mean, do fires like that? Do they melt metal like that? I mean, cars like that. I mean, a car fire. Car fires don't do that shit. You know what I mean? When the car explodes or catches on fire.
Well, there have been some examples of that in the past.
Okay, but I mean, I don't know how direct energy weapons work. I just know a little bit, right? But
I've seen the white paper.
I mean, is that feasible?
Oh, it's not too bad.
It might be feasible. I mean, why are we getting the Space Force
feasible.
now?
Yeah, right.
I don't think Jerry believes that.
Jerry and I are going to join the Space Force.
I have not researched weather modification stuff any deeper than shit they did for the Chinese Olympics or the alleged rainstorm creations against, I think it was in Iraq. I really haven't looked any deeper than the military uses that have been public. Because anything, even HARP and its capabilities is all speculation. So I try to avoid looking at. I mean, I don't not
speculation.
I don't not look at everything like that. But when I research something, I will only go as far as its military use. I don't know if it was used to create fires. I heard people saying that they were using the weather weapons to move those hurricanes around last year, Irma and Harvey. I don't know if that's true. Why do they have to be moved? Why were they moved? I mean, what's the reasoning behind doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Could it be something else doing it? Like maybe all the radar stations.
Disaster capitalism, dude.
But then I heard people talking about, who was that? Man, I don't remember who it was I was listening to, but they said that I know who it was. It was whatever. They all prayed together. Call it what you will.
It was Simon.
To have Irma's impact lessen. Was Simon?
I saw that.
Yeah,
No. It was Simon.
Parks?
It was not Simon Parks. No, I would not talk about that.
Oh, they did something else.
They stopped CERN allegedly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I saw that on Michael Lee Hill's Facebook page.
It was David Perkins who said it.
Maybe
There's been a couple examples of hurricanes that changed directions and turn around. Those are
like
fun.
the one on 9/11.
Or like
one on 9/11.
the 9/11 one. Yeah, nobody ever talks about that. There's a hurricane heading there, and then they just stopped it.
It's like it's not that I can't believe these things exist. I just wouldn't. It's not my first choice.
I gotta say hi real quick to the Egyptian princess.
The Egyptian princess? Does she know any other princess?
She's a good friend. We go
Hello,
way back.
Egyptian.
How we doing?
Did she know the Egyptian magician?
Egyptian
I am the
magician.
Egyptian magician.
I am the best.
I can punch myself in chest.
I can make my chest disappear.
Make my chest disappear. Ah!
Fucking jerky boys. Funny shit.
Yeah, I don't know if they're modifying the weather. I don't know if they're spraying chemtrails on.
We don't know for a fact. Like,
yes, we do. Operation Popeye.
Operation Popeye.
Yeah, Vietnam.
Was that defoliation?
A proven fact. What?
Was that a defoliation protocol?
No,
Operation?
that was Operation Ranch Hand, among many others. My dad flew cover for them.
Then why is it still
Oh,
happening?
the baby's awake.
That's what I want.
I gotta let my cats in. Hold on.
Wait, your cats are meowing?
Oh, great.
Oh, no, I had a baby.
More fireworks. Now my dogs are going to freak out even more.
Oh, you should have heard. You should have seen Grim. The dogs would not stop barking.
Not bad.
Is somebody else's baby? Grim took his headphones off. He was just like, oh my God.
Sorry, buddy. James couldn't get in for some reason. He's going to start a show with Adam Loyal, he said. So that ought to be good.
Oh yeah.
On CW or yeah. Here's a mistake.
No, I think they're doing a new show called Cat in the Box. It's remote viewing. They do a lot of remote viewing tests. So they'll mail each other a box full of knickknacks, and then target. They'll try and remote view the target.
He did mention remote viewing. So Discord is a wonderful thing, people. If you guys get the chance, please join either CWS channel or Beyond the Strange Chat Discord channel. We kind of all work together. It's all good. So, anyways.
Yeah,
Back
that's
to
how
the
you
topic at hand. Yes, and Leonidas and everyone else. It's all good. Trish. Actually, Trisha, I heard her on Nox Mente with Jerry and Nish, and I thought that was pretty awesome. That was a great show, by the way.
It was with Suzanne and I, not Nish.
No, you're right. I'm sorry, Suzanne.
Thank you, though. And we did a second, like a follow-up swapcast with Grim and James. Like
with Trisha, the
with
numerologist.
Trisha, yes, with Trisha, the numerologist, the spiritual numerologist.
Yes, can't forget that. Check out her show on YouTube all the time. They're awesome.
I think we should start a live tarot reading Patreon page. Just go do live tarot readings all day long.
I don't know how to do that.
Me neither, but we can learn. Why not get paid while you do it?
No, I mean, I don't even know how to do a tarot reading.
Kidding.
I don't. Serious.
Learn.
Yeah, just read lots of books and
Wait,
follow your intuition.
Brandon's married?
That's all it is.
Yes, Rhizome, this is Dave BTS. Adelaide, I already beat you on that one.
Good tarot marathon.
Oh, Trish, Trish is going to do another Cruise and Mistake. What is it going to be about?
Trish needs to come in here. Come on. For a little bit.
Stop bugging her.
You scare her away.
Oh.
Dude, I didn't even know you were married. Crazy.
To Brandon?
Yeah. Honestly, I thought he was gay.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Holy shit.
I did not know that. Congratulations. I seriously thought you were a single guy.
Oh. Turned into a big screen. Well, I was going to send Brandon a invite. Or did you already do that, Barry?
He got it.
Oh.
This has been fascinating.
This has been fascinating.
Okay, what do you think about
Sorry, Liam got a bloody nose.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's talk
In the
about
shower.
let's talk about the IG report and the Senate hearings. Are you following that at all?
Not necessarily. Just what I hear on mainstream media.
What's mainstream media saying?
Are we talking about Trump?
Yeah, we're talking about
the EPA.
No. The FBI the DOJ inspector.
Well, I thought the EPA thing is kind of interesting though, because.
But it doesn't involve treason, so it's less important.
It involves chemtrails.
Okay, go ahead. I guess chemtrails are more important than treason.
Well,
and we get treason all the day.
No, I mean, I don't know. I hate politics.
As much as we all hate politics, you know, the Constitution could be in crisis. We could have a problem. You know, what if? You can't ignore things completely or they'll get out of whack like they kind of are. And we can't, you know, it needs to be fixed.
Truthfully, if you look at the situation, your country, I think, has been out of whack for too far, and it's too far gone now, in my opinion.
But why is it just our country?
We're talking about your country. That's why. If you want to talk about socialist Canada, well, we're already gone to the point where you guys are headed. You don't want to be here.
I mean, why limit it? Why limit it to just North American continent? I'm talking about the whole world. Shit's happening everywhere. There's no safe haven anywhere. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. That's my reality, if you will.
Just encompasses the whole world.
I mean, I'm not trying to be down or anything. I'm just saying, it just seems like shit's happening everywhere. England's getting overran by Muslims, and North Korea is looking pretty good.
But
yes, untapped resources.
you don't think North Korea is just like a puppet government, run by the CIA?
Yeah, but what would be the point of having a dictatorship country run by the CIA? And they're under so many sanctions, they can't trade with anybody. The only person they can actually trade with is China, because China doesn't give a shit.
Right. So the people suffer, and whenever we need a bad guy to make a distraction in the news, right? Gonna launch rockets at you. Woo! Right? Isn't that what happens? And then there's a Twitter war, and then the next shit happens the next week. There's a school shooting like in between each one. It's kind of a giant pattern.
You get all the false flags.
So here's my QAnon theory, my latest theory, that this QAnon thing was either from the beginning or at some point hijacked by, let's call them the deep state, right, for lack of a better term. It was so and became a deep state psyop in order to provide a distraction against the Senate hearings, what's going on with the Inspector General's report, and all these crimes that are being kind of demonstrated by the questioning that's going on and the report itself. And and it's moving very slowly. And QAnon is kind of giving people this narrative that it's moving slowly, but all these sealed indictments are going to be against the deep state, and they're all going to be taken down at once, and it's all going to be this glorious thing, right? So, and like Mueller has actually turned, and he's searching for like all the Clinton shit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's just, you know what it is. So I think this is a distraction. A, B, it's a deep state psyop to provide the blame. So when nothing happens, right? People who were in the QAnon cult, if you will blame Q for being wrong. They will not blame the government for not cleaning up the mess or charging these people with the crimes they committed. They'll blame Q for being wrong. And there'll be a big distraction over that. So it's a giant distraction pool, sucker, whatever you want to call it. That's my theory.
So, question about QAnon. Is there any reporting on QAnon now?
You broke up, what?
Is the mainstream media reporting on QAnon at all?
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
I haven't seen anything on.
I think HuffPost wrote an article about it once, or something like it got like that high, if you want to call that a highness level in media.
But it seems like QAnon is coming out with these fantastic things all the time, and it's not reported in the mainstream media at all, which tells me that
it's chatter on an anonymous forum. Why would they report it? It's only made important by the people who repeat it.
If there's these great revelations coming out of QAnon, then it's huge news, would it not be? Especially
unless it went against the agenda of the corporate media. Yes, it would be important news.
Just seems to me like it's a troll in what's it called? That website that I never go to.
Reddit.
Reddit.
4chan.
There you go. Yeah.
4chan.
Yeah.
So, to me, in my own personal opinion, I think it's just some guy claiming to be somewhere, and it's nothing but a joke to him.
Yeah,
somebody said the other day that because QAnon mentioned the Bible,
Wait.
They,
Everyone that's watching, we know it's fake news. We're just discussing.
yeah, we know it's fake.
We're discussing the origin and purpose of
God, I'm scared.
the fakeness.
What part
That's
of the
all.
fake news is it though?
It's all fake news. The whole
Yeah, the
thing is
thing.
fake. The guy is not intelligence. It's a group of 4chan guys or 8chan guys. It's probably involved with the Cicada 3301. It's a puzzle. It's a quiz and a puzzle and a Patriot thing all wrapped up into a psyop that I think was co-opted, as I said, by the agents of whatnot. Anyway, yeah, if I were a male, yes, I'm male. As far as I know,
Somebody's asking if you're male.
Adelaide is.
No, I think she's asking. Eight.
No, I saw Rhizome say
You
it's getting silly. I'm leaving. I suppose that's silly.
Well, no, it's silly, but people talk about Q all the time. I think it's complete garbage. I don't know why anybody listens to it, because it's clear to me that it's a psyop testing all of the internet.
But I don't want to jump to call it a psyop, though. I mean, I do call it a psyop, but I think it should a proper label for it should be performance art.
A distraction.
That's good.
I really think it's more like.
But what is it distracting from? That's my whole point.
And
Well,
how
all the
is
shit that's going on.
yeah, but you know, the fucking Han Solo movie is a distraction too. And
Okay, well, what if they're
what about
trying to
the World Cup?
single out all the Patriots?
The World Cup is a giant distraction.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I mean,
Super
distractions are around us daily. That's just one
Okay.
that attracts a niche, whatever you want to call it, of people that don't usually fall for distractions. It's better targeting, if you will.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
What
Point
if they're just
accepted.
trying to figure out who all the Patriots are? What if it was Alex Jones and he was trying to see who would go to Civil War?
It could well be an experiment that's taking in data through an AI to
Mm-hmm.
teach it about the habits of patriots and the patriot people, whatnot. That's a larger cross section of like proppers and I don't know what the Tea Party people, those types, you know.
Yeah.
Sociological, yes, that's a good term. An SC.
Yeah, social engineering.
Well, no, Mystery said it was a sociological construct of diversion.
Oh.
It's all snooty and stuff. Yeah, Grenade, I know about quantum
Those are big
computers.
words.
If you've ever heard, what's that guy, Anthony Patch?
Yeah.
That talks about that
Anthony
world,
Patch.
world simulator. I don't know. What kind of, I want to know what kind of programming language they program quantum computers in. And how do you deal with multi-threaded applications in a quantum way?
Frozen.
I want to know what's frozen.
Yeah, the D-Wave computers are in like deep freeze.
Yeah, well, they have to be.
Yeah.
Kind of like they have to edit the picture of the globe in Photoshop. Has to be.
That's right.
No.
Oh, I love
Well,
that. when
even
they show
Google Earth
NASA's-
is like,
No, they've only got a picture of it in strips. Because
Yeah,
the
Google
satellites
Earth
aren't
is
far enough
strip.
away. They can't get far enough away to get a picture.
dude, I have images of planes flying back and forth
From the moon.
in this grid pattern on flight radar.
So,
So, well,
there's flight lanes, well-known flight lanes.
no, flying up and down, like covering a whole town.
Oh,
Like it's massive. It's
it
like
was like a blanket.
6
of,
miles wide.
Maybe it was something to contain the smoke.
Mm-mm. It wasn't even a fire back then.
Mm.
I don't know what it was. And it wasn't over a town.
I've seen planes flying next to each other, like in formation, leaving trails.
Oh, yeah, I know. You have some videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Seen it all.
I've seen it all.
had a video of, they talk about those big white planes that leave chemtrails. And there was one flying around in a grid pattern where I'm from. And then 2 jet fighters intercepted it
Really?
and flew around with it for a bit. And then the jet fighters flew back to base and the big plane left. So it was all like a 15-minute span. I could see the whole thing. Like, what is going on? And yeah, that was different.
Were these performing? Wait. Did they get close to it? Like, were they refueling?
No, they weren't.
Okay. Because they have mid-air refueling.
Oh, I'm very much aware of that. I live beside a military base and see jets all the time. I don't see these big airplanes all the time. When they do grid patterns, you can really tell because there's nothing but blue sky and then clouds.
Blue sky.
And I'm in the middle of nowhere in the wilderness, so you notice.
You know that
we don't get jets flying over top. So
that
when
makes
you see
you
a big plane, you're like, oh, what's that one?
that makes you 10 times sexier, brother.
That's right.
Being hidden away in the forest like that. It's like an Easter egg waiting to be found.
Yeah, come and find me. Well, now I'm going nowhere.
I don't know any Nickelback song.
So, dilemma, huh?
Yes, Suzanne comes across with an example of dilemma spelled with an N.
That's
Dilemma.
right.
Are we talking Mandela effect?
Nope.
Some people would call it a
changed.
Mandela effect, yes. It was changed.
They stopped spelling it that way. But after they taught us how to spell it that way.
Fuckers.
I know, I'm like, you're pronouncing it dilemma, but it's spelled dilemma?
It's a silent N.
No sense.
Dilemma.
Dilemma. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. If everyone can see that. Let's see.
I got a question from my chat. It's Marlon wants to know, is anyone looking into the portals Grant Cameron is talking about in Mount Chest?
Got me.
Portals in Mount Shasta.
Perhaps they're womb chakras of the world. Can you guys see that on screen? Oh yeah, they can see. See, dilemma with an N. I'm not crazy. Oh, here we go.
Are you showing the newspaper article?
I am, woman.
Nice.
It's in here twice even.
This is why Zoom is cool.
Oh, I could have shared screen, but it would just screw up my stream, so.
I put it in CWS.
Yeah, it's in our Discord.
Oh, I
In our
can
Discord.
share.
Daystream Beleaguer, that's you. Shasta, I don't know if Quinn's still in Shasta. I thought he moved to, I don't know, I stopped following the guy. I thought he was in...
Hanging out with Jason all the time.
Not anymore. I don't know. There's something going on at Mount Shasta. I agree. It's an energetically dense zone. It's probably some kind of...
There's a lot of crystals.
Probably a lot of ley line stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to this thing, I was listening to one of those Andrew Bartz's things about the internet.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, I won't get into the big story. The basic thing is that there's 3 power centers in the world, and they each have an obelisk, and they're each independent sovereign places. So it's like DC, the City of London, and the Vatican.
Yep.
And these 3 things connect in a circle of consumption and generation of karmic energy or something like that. Whatever. And all I could think of while he's talking about it is, I'm going to blow those fuckers up. What would happen if somebody blew those things up? What would happen if, there was...
Mind?
Cthulhu forbid there was an earthquake in Rome and they crumbled.
What's going on in the Vatican? I heard there's some shit going down over there.
I bet it involves children and directions.
Oh, I thought it was all about the snakes. It's the snake. The
Oh,
snakehead
That's what they call the
church.
kids. That's what they tell the kids
Ah.
that come. That meet my snake.
Mr. Snake.
No, I don't
That's
know what's
horrible.
going on there.
That's horrible.
All I keep hearing out of the Vatican is this guy's been arrested or is in jail for pedophilia,
Yeah, but-
and this one got this one. All those bishops like quit in, was it Paraguay, Uruguay, Brazil? I forget where. Like
And then we're in a plane crash.
that is not true.
Oh, that sounds like that's mafioso
That's
shit.
fake
Right
No,
news?
that's like neon nettle fake news.
there. Got a question for failed. This comes from Nish.
Nish,
Not in my truck.
She's in my chat. Ah, you saw that.
No, she talked to me in Discord. I'm not in my semi truck. This would be a sweet semi truck.
Dude.
That would be
I'm in.
Black Pope Jesuit. Yeah, we know.
double wide.
I'm in a little tiny camp. I'm in a little tiny camper.
A couple weeks ago, I
My own
remember
little prison.
they floated "What if I quit? What if I quit too?" kind of from Pope Francis. Remember that? It was a month ago. There was talk of him quitting, just like Emperor Palpatine before him. I forgot his real name.
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
believe you went there, dude. That's hilarious.
I can go there even more if you'd like.
Where?
Palpatine.
He looks like the dude from Star Wars.
I think that was Senator Palpatine.
Oh, yeah.
Darth Sidious. This is Darth.
Darth Sidious.
Well, I remember reading when he first became Pope, he said he was not going to be Pope for very long.
Pope Francis.
But the Jesuits'
Yes.
plan of destroying the Vatican hasn't finished. They haven't finished yet. They need a little more time.
Thank you, Nish. Thank you.
No, aren't they waiting for the alien invasion? They got that whole,
Well, that's what the Lucifer telescope's
all
for.
right, the Lucifer
Well, they
telescope.
changed the name
and
of it.
he said that he
They
would
did.
baptize all the aliens that came down.
They were getting too. That was Guy Consolmagno. That dude is a little whack.
The Pope came out and said something about it.
The Pope smokes dope on a rope.
Is that where they all went to Antarctica?
Pope is on dope.
What was the latest theory that I heard about Antarctica?
Oh, I heard something. This was actually science. Science.
Science.
Science.
The ice in the Arctic regions freezes and melts cyclically, and it's not any human-caused thing. Like pollution isn't making the ice caps melt; it just naturally does that. Was what this study found.
Yeah, there's articles where they said they wanted to make the ice caps melt. Like they were trying to melt them.
Weed is not legal in the Vatican.
But I'm sure it's
Cocaine
smoked there.
is.
Cocaine is not. It's only in the bishop's apartments off campus,
Off campus.
or in the little prison that they're hiding out Palpatine in and back, whatever the place. I can't remember what it's called. They've got a private residence that's off the beaten path
Ooh.
behind the Vatican that they got this guy holed up in.
Ratzinger?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we know he's not dead?
We
He's probably
don't.
dead.
It's his clone in there. The other ones
Has
are out.
anybody even seen him?
They saw him running around in Vegas, one of his clones.
Nice.
Pretty sure
He's
I heard
probably like
Kent
doing
Dunn talk
blow
about that.
and
Yeah, and kids.
getting hookers.
Nish wants to know about the event. Have we talked about the event yet?
Which event?
It's just
The
event.
AI cell phone thing.
The July 31st,
July
12:37 a.m. event? No.
Australia time. You gotta
Quotes.
put Australia
Events.
It's
time.
the
Quote.
event, the Rainbow Wave, the Ascension Wave. Yeah, bring it on.
Would that be like the what's that called in the Christian philosophy?
The rapture?
The
Rapture.
rapture.
That's
The rapture.
a fringe Christian belief. Like ultra fundamentalist type Christian. It's not in the Bible or anything.
That's right, because it's not mentioned in the Bible anywhere.
No. It's like snake handling, which isn't really.
What about in Revelations?
They don't.
No, it's not even.
No.
The word rapture is not in the Bible.
It is not. That's correct.
No, all it
Well, then what do
talks
they
about
call
is
it?
the great
It's not
judgment.
the concept.
And
Is
then
the concept is something that another group came up with and incorporated into their teachings.
Mm.
God, I want to say it was Unitarians, but I don't think that's right.
Actually, it is mentioned about being caught up in the sky. I think something like that. But the actual
Oh, Jesus.
rapture were Sal.
Somebody with white hair. It
Who
looks
is
like
this?
Suzanne.
No, it's not me.
It looks like the top of your head, Suzanne. With really
That's
dark
Cyrus.
eyebrows.
I have more hair like that. Come
Oh
on.
my God.
I know
It's
that
Martin
face.
Scorsese. I can't see who it is.
That's Martin Scorsese.
Welcome, Martin Scorsese.
All I can
love
see
your
is
movies.
eyebrows. It's like, who is this guy? What lady?
First time, long time?
Don't know what
First
you are.
time, long time.
Still not sure.
Sweet, buddy. Cyrus.
Oh, it's
What's up,
Cyrus.
Phil?
Oh. What up?
Did you make your
Okay,
bed
tell
today,
that-
Cyrus?
Hello, Suzanne.
Cyrus. Did you make your bed?
I could tell that angelic hair from a mile away.
Right. So Cyrus isn't who I thought he was.
Who do you think Cyrus was?
Nobody.
Or is this?
I think I know. No, it's not.
Yes, I'm sure we'll all be here on August 1st as well.
Yes, we will.
The Lisa
God,
stuff. The Lisa
Peter's a-
stuff.
Yep, that's kind of where we were referring to. Craig was Lilu shit, but actually,
Yeah.
failed
Lilu.
forensically investigated that audio tape and found some abbreviations were being pronounced by the computer voice, which
AI. Yeah.
would lead us to believe they were being pre-fed into the like a text-to-speech thing. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe AIs like to abbreviate the word minutes to mins, but
Yeah, because it said we don't, or the exact day, or min, hour, day, year. And just like, I don't think a super sophisticated AI would start abbreviating words, because
right, it doesn't have
unless it felt it had to dumb down its message for all of us, because if it reads our text messages as the way we talk, then
yeah, it might have been
possibly.
trying to pronounce an emoji. Mins. There was another point in that tape, and I don't know if she had edited two tapes together or if it was something. It sounded to me initially like there was another person in the room and they were talking off mic, but the Siri was hearing it and answering both people at once. So at some point it goes, yes, 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 yes. Remember that part? And it sounds like...
Yeah, like it was very confused.
Like it was
who it was
answering
supposed
two
to.
people at once. Or two
Yeah.
different questions. I don't know. But that could be just,
Well, because isn't that the claim that the AI phone computer program thing only talks to her, nobody else?
And it doesn't talk
then in
live,
that-
it only types.
In that example, it was responding to somebody in the background.
Yep.
Like Jerry said.
Yep.
And also, Lilu is from the Fifth Element, and Lilu was the fifth element that came to save humanity. And that's pretty much the exact same thing that they're trying to go for here. So I say that they really ripped off the plot for the Fifth Element.
Oh, and Lilu is this cute chick on clipsforsale.com too.
They named
that's
her
right.
Lilu after, or it, whatever.
they named it
Lilu
after the
the
Fifth
Fifth Element
Right.
movie.
That was on purpose.
Failed was
On purpose.
correct.
Oh, I didn't even know that, but that's...
Yeah, you totally called it, remember?
Well, that's what I said, is that this, yeah.
Yeah, you said it was from the Fifth Element, and the next day after I listened to it, I heard her say it was from the Fifth Element movie.
So
I
this,
was like,
this reminds me of this I heard that interview. I don't remember who I was telling. I think I was talking to Nish about it. There's an interview on Radio Mysterioso with David Perkins, talking about cattle mutilations. This is right up your alley, Dave.
Hang on, Grenade. It's at the end of this month. The event. All right. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, right. July 31st. We're fucked. It's gone.
Yeah.
Plan is going. We're de-resing. We're gonna
The big evil
de-res.
planet is going to consume us.
We're gonna de-res. And we're going to 5D.
No, the big evil.
I thought we were going to
planet is
5D
gonna consume
Earth.
us.
We're going to 5D Earth, but we have to de-res here to re-res there, baby.
Oh, fuck that. That's too much work.
Lots of work.
I hope they have blue plants and green skies.
Wait, you can only
That's
go
all.
if you're totally cleansed and have been, eating organic food and distilled
Oh my
water,
god.
drinking your own
Okay, they can
piss.
have all
Well, I'm
those
in.
people.
I don't know. Maybe you can go, but like your tattoos have to stay. Who knows?
Dude, what if there's no like Dunkin' Donuts or anything or Starbucks? You will die.
Oh, I'm out.
You don't have to eat on the 5D Earth. It's all optional. You don't
Oh,
shit
I'm
or
really
piss.
out.
Hive is brought to you
Kent
part
Dunn says
by
you don't have
Dunkin'
to shit or
Donuts.
piss.
Man. Forget that.
So
I gotta have
we're
barbecue.
basically going to North Korea and we're going to become Kim Jong-un.
No, it sounds like a giant human centipede to me.
Ugh.
Oh,
Human
fuck that.
centipede.
I am not going to become a bug.
No, I think you missed the point. The human centipede. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Just don't even go
Oh,
there.
never
Don't go
mind.
there.
Okay, I won't go there.
Yeah, please. Anyway, God damn it! Now I forgot what I was talking about.
Nish said something about sex. What? 5D
Yes,
sex.
yes, Nish is feeling naughty tonight.
Nish could be in here talking naughty.
Yeah, Nish, get your butt in here.
Oh man, I forgot what I was going to say now.
We were talking about Ken was saying
No. Will we find our twin flame in 5? No, you're going to find your twin flames this summer, according to these people, and then go to 5D
You know who your
Earth.
twin flames are?
It's
Your
the-
twin flame is the other side of you. It's like the opposite sex of you. That is your twin flame.
It doesn't have to be
It-
opposite
it's-
sex,
Okay, so we're supposed to be like,
and not everybody has one.
no. You're
I
missing
don't know.
my
See,
point.
there's a bunch of rules here that we don't know. Once again, so
No,
it's bullshit.
I'm talking about how we all have, we start out as men and then we become, women become women.
We start
in
out
the
as
womb.
women in the womb. All,
Okay, and
all
then
fetuses
become
start.
men. That's right.
What are you doing?
Sorry. I've only had 4 kids.
Dave, don't do that again.
That's in chat.
Yeah, but it just pops up on my screen, which then gets on my stream.
Oh, my bad.
And no one in here needs that link. And everyone in here can get it from clicking on the invite people link.
Well, I was putting it in there so people can send it to.
It's in
Whoever they
Discord.
wanted
No, it's
to.
cool. I don't care. No one's going to hijack this.
No, they're not.
Famous last words, right?
Yeah.
Porn streaming on my channel any minute now.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. We're out again.
We're talking about how,
Camera.
Feels.
oh, never mind. It's
No,
too
I want
fine.
to talk about it. I can't remember what you were talking about though.
I was
Twin
saying
flame.
how the twin flame is
Right,
the other. So we have both male and women. Like that's 2 sides of every person is a man and a woman, right?
Like a masculine, what?
And a feminine.
And a feminine
Sorry,
aspect
wrong
to
wording.
your persona.
Yes.
Okay.
That is your twin. That is what a twin flame is.
So finding your twin flame would be to become whole.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's not the way people are talking about it, specifically this
No,
one
because they have it
lady.
wrong.
Right. But she's getting her shit from the Galactic Federation and Ashtar and all that crap.
That's right.
That's the, excuse me. Oh my God.
Nice one.
Thanks. That's the
That's right.
the Galactic Federation Entrained, the GFEs.
Are they the ones who are doing the solar wind farts?
That was my joke, the cosmic farts.
Yes. The cosmic farts.
Tell
There
me
she
more
is.
about this cosmic fart theory.
The link worked.
It was
Nish.
Yes, the link worked. Yay.
Hi, Nish.
Nish.
I'm using my crappy, I'm not using my nice Yeti so I don't sound all sexy, everyone.
Oh, you sound great.
You still sound sexy.
I'm still getting a boner. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm getting a
hard already,
boner.
so.
Hey, Feld, you better watch out, baby.
How's it going?
So
I'm about ready to
Haven't
get
talked
on
to you in
that
a while.
Feld train. I'm about ready to get on that
I
train.
think you're gonna have to fight Trish for it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Damn. I can't compare. So we're just different women altogether. So I wanted to agree with Suzanne. The whole twin flame thing is totally, we're positive and negative within one. It's already in ourselves. There is no other. It's not outside of us.
Just like God.
Well, whatever, Dorothy, you had it all the time. Click your red shoes.
That's right.
It's not like a yin and yang thing, or
Well, you could ascribe it to that. You could even look at it in like the magnetic electrical universe too, positive and negative currents within the one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just got back from having dinner with a friend of mine, so I've had a couple beers. I'm not usually on air with the beers in me. Watch out.
Go smoke some weed and come back.
Oh no, Jerry, it's so wrong. I'm gonna turn into.
You sound a little giddy.
I am. I'm gonna turn into.
That's
I
good.
can't think of her name. She used to do those shows, and she'd get drunk, and she'd be like, "Let's share our titties." Oh, I remember her name. I'm not saying it. I'll get in trouble. Jerry knows who I'm talking about, though.
Not really.
Yeah, you do. If you think about it for a minute.
Well, I didn't hear what you said, so that's.
It's all right, baby. It's all right. We should just move on.
Okay.
well, see, this is the show that I really wanted today. So, I'm so glad.
But now it's been
So
2
glad.
hours and we're done.
Right. No, I come in, we start talking about tits and ass. All right.
There we go.
Right, Suzanne. I was like, the twin flame, we got it all along. But Suzanne was making a point, and that's why I actually wanted to join, because I was agreeing. I feel like you guys weren't getting our point.
Thank you, Nish.
I completely
appreciate
got
that.
her point. I totally got it.
Yeah, and then you polished it.
I published it?
You polished it.
Polished it? No.
Yeah,
No.
polished the knobs.
Oh, I thought she said Polished it.
Stay with me, boy. Stay
No,
with me.
I was
know.
just saying that that's not what people are talking about loudly about twin flame.
No, they're projecting it outward, and that's what's sad. And this is why, like, observance of like the alchemical process could do everyone good, because it's that projection factor. We always project it. We tend to project this stuff outward into the outer world, but when we have it's internally, and so this is what can go wrong with relationships. Relationships can be wonderful if you come at them from a whole perspective. You are not whole. You are whole coming into a relationship. You don't need someone else to make you whole.
Right.
So, but that's a lot of self-work to get there, in my opinion.
Right, and that's the exact thing that is removed from the recommendation of soothsayers, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, it does behoove them to continue to talk about the projections in the outer world and the whole like twin flame thing. I just they lose me immediately when we start talking about that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh Lord. Because there might be good content there, and then it's like that stuff creeps in.
Well, I always thought the twin flame thing was like your soulmate type thing.
No, that's different.
It was Trish that asked on one of these streams that I was in, and she said, do you believe in one twin flame? And I said no, and she agreed. I think that we have, so as far as like deep love connections, deep connections with people that I'm talking about in a holistic sense, right. Some can be sexual, some can be, on different levels, that we have many loves, many great, hopefully I have at least have had many deep relationships with people in the world that I considered on that level of twin flame. So, but they didn't make me whole. I already came to the party with my own everything.
Me too. I
yeah,
totally
girl.
agree.
Yeah, Suzanne said, I know, that's why I popped in. I had to back up my sister.
I appreciate that.
No, I feel the same ways.
And actually, Trisha feels the same way
But
too.
it is the world about projecting it outward. Like, we should have more. There should be more dialogue about how this is an internal process, and the outer world is just serving to play that for us. It's like watching a play and seeing our internal content on. So we project that internal female or male, or if you're gay, whatever, your internal other onto someone else. And in psychological terms, like depth psychology, you actually don't, like in dating, you actually don't see that person for who they are and for at least 6 months, because you're really just dealing with what you're projecting onto them. And then that's a lot of times
what they're hiding.
Right. Well, a lot of times that's what comes through when you say, like, I don't even know you. That statement, it's like,
exactly.
Well, actually, you don't know that person. So,
right. Yeah.
That's really intense psychology.
But how great it is
really
to come at it. Well, I just think it's alchemy for me. But how great it is to come at it from, like, I meet you as a whole person, you meet me as a whole person, we overlap and have something that wasn't there before. That's fucking fabulous. And that can be just as sacred. So the whole twin flame thing kind of like, it co-ops this idea that you're not whole, and it feeds into that whole it feeds into this kind of really black hole of self,
which is what the quintessential they, or whoever,
Dr.
the overlords, whatever,
the archons.
We're all, we're all broken.
Mm-hmm.
When that's not fucking true.
Just you guys.
Not me.
Oh, yeah, right. No, there's some that just say all
broken.
women. I'm not broken either, bitch. You want to see broken? Oh, Lord, I need another beer. Honey, line me up a porter.
Nice.
I'm getting all worked up over failed tonight. Lord have mercy, I'm on air saying this shit. Damn.
What did I do?
I know, I was going to say, Phil didn't say anything.
I don't know what it's that strong silence type.
She wants a ride, baby.
I know. I do love a big man like that. Phil's a big man. Oh, shit. I'm going to put you on pause. You hear that? I'm getting paged.
Okay.
Uh-oh. She had a bowling alley? Oh, I'm just kidding. No, I know who it is.
Call girl service.
No, that's not what I...
Who carries pagers?
No, not
what?
You guys missed it.
Not the actual
Nish,
pager.
your shoes are ready. Nish, aisle 9. It's your turn to bowl.
Oh, she's bowling.
It was a joke. It was a really bad joke.
Okay.
Sorry. No, I know who's teaching her.
Because of the Lebowski. Is this some kind of shut the fuck up, Donnie thing for me? Slap in the face from before?
More importantly, she has a pager? Where do I get a pager?
I wish I was that brilliant, Jerry, to have thought of that. But
I think we should all go
that.
bowling.
Good job.
We should all go bowling. Why not?
I would love to.
That would be really fun.
We're going to Cryptid Con.
Bowling.
We're going up to Cryptid Con in Franklin, Kentucky, or wherever the hell it is.
Cryptid Con.
On September 8th.
September, right?
September 8th and 9th, yeah.
Who's all going?
James, maybe. Grimsteak, Leonidas, me, and then I've heard tale of others, but I shan't name them. I shan't.
They're not here to confirm.
People will recognize their names. There'll be people there. It's a big fucking Bigfoot convention. There'll be tons. Put it this way, they have tons of tickets left, but like all the Bigfoot hunting activities they have it going on, they're all sold out, and they've been sold out since the thing was announced.
I think that would be awesome. Check out.
It's terrifying.
All those guys traipsing around in the woods are never going to find a fucking Bigfoot.
I thought Bigfoot's in Oregon.
They
Why
make
would
too
they
much
do
noise.
Kentucky?
How
No,
many
they-
times have two guys snuck off to fuck on one
Willow
of those? Do you
Creek.
think? Just out of curiosity, I wonder how many have ever done that. I bet it's like
Unfiltered.
I bet it's more 5 or 10. 5 or 10 over 5 or 10 times. Like 1
We were
point.
searching for Bigfoot.
Yeah, because they're bored. There's
Oh,
nothing.
that's what that means.
Sure, you are.
There've been no knocks for a while, no howls. Hey, Bobby, come here, suck this. I don't know what goes on. I don't know. Brokeback Bigfoot Mountain. I don't know what the hell's going on out there.
God. Oh my God.
Oh, you're making Heath Ledger proud.
I'm just curious. That's all.
Oh my God.
Compose yourself, Suzanne. Compose yourself. Oh, no.
That's
There
so
was-
funny.
There was a great level-headed said, "Why is the mystery around Bigfoot and not the big dick?" I saw a really funny meme about that. It was like, why does he have a real dick or one of those lipstick dog dicks kind of things?
One of those lipstick dog pockets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Nobody really says like, yeah, I had a huge dick or anything.
Terrible
They just
question.
say He was male.
Damn, I walked in at the right time. What are we talking about now? Lipstick dick.
I was I was talking about this cryptid con we're going to,
Damn.
and this has like 15 or 20 Bigfoot expedition tours that go out throughout the convention or whatever, and they're all sold out like the day of announcement.
Holy shit.
And I was wondering, they've got all these guys out in the woods all night. I'm wondering how many of them, pair off and sneak away to fuck.
Hey.
I wonder.
Knock
It doesn't
in the
have
woods,
to be.
baby.
It doesn't have to be the Bigfoot guys. Anything kind of like that. Night watch.
Big and hairy.
And
There
it-
could be a bear alert.
It doesn't have to be two guys either. It's two people. Because women
I'm
go
just saying.
Bigfoot
I'm just
hunting.
going with. There could be a bear alert, Daddy.
I bet
Some
a lot
leather,
of people go out.
some leather, and a lot of hair.
I could just see teenagers going out to fuck on those things.
Oh my goodness.
That would be
Yeah.
a lot of work though, just to go out fuck in the woods.
When
that's
it was like in the 90s, I think, I was going to a lot of pagan festivals, like PSG, Pagan Spirit Gathering in the Midwest. It was in Wisconsin in those days. And I'm telling, and I was not a hippie. I just made you to all know that. And and I camp like a Bedouin. I bring tents and candelabras and, it's like that style. But I was always shocked. So after like the evening ritual, which they were always really cool. It's really great stuff with a bonfire, but then the bonfire would go down and there'd be drumming and dancing, and because it's a pagan thing, lots of naked flesh, good and bad. But there's always fucking in the edges. And so the first time, my naive ass, the very first time I experienced it, I was like, holy shit, there are people fucking on the edges of the wood out here. And so I could not, I was tripping on it. I just could not understand it because it was not what I was expecting. I had like a more glamorous idea of the experience.
You built it up in your mind.
I had a different idea of the reality than the reality. So, yeah, I mean, this like the whole term, I shouldn't even say this stuff. I should just shut up. But it's, fucking in the woods at a gathering, it's justified and ancient. That's what I'm going to say.
Was it drug induced? Were there a lot of drugs?
Oh yeah, there's like pot and acid. I ended up that first trip, I got home to my boyfriend and he was going down on me, and I had contacted a tick, and it was on the rim of my bunghole, and cue the Beavis and Butthead, and
your taint.
No, it's like your asshole. Isn't that your bunghole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh, right there you go. But I didn't. Here's the problem. I was wiping my arse. I did not know I had something there, and so it took Benjamin getting intimate with me, and he's like, "What is this?" And it was a tick, all big and fat off of my blood. That was
my God.
humiliating. That was worse than any gynecologist experience. Sitting in the hard light, having to work out how you get the tick out with that, getting the whole thing and not having the head stay in your flesh.
Did you use a match?
He tried everything. He tried like alcohol, he did a match, and then tweezers. He tried to irritate it. I think he just ended up pulling it at one point.
Ouch.
But the point is, there you are in the bright light, your ass cheeks are spread, and your boyfriend's trying to get a tick off your anus. It was terrible. Like, this is the most unsexy thing ever.
God.
And that was my literal takeaway from Pagan Spirit Gathering, like 1989.
The whole tick thing is just, I don't care where it was. I don't want to tick on me.
I'm so afraid of it. I went nude like everyone else. I didn't have a problem with that. I guess they do go for folds of skin,
Oh, yeah.
And that's where it's going to happen.
Exactly. Oh, man.
That sucks.
I'm getting eaten alive by skeeter.
Just by all those, the pagans just getting at it in the woods
Did you go back?
Yeah, I went back many years. Yeah, that was like the very first time. And I just wasn't expecting that. And so it was such a shocker to me. And in my head, I was thinking of like all young and beautiful flesh, right? And it's real. It's very real. Yeah. And so I wasn't prepared for that, like for 70-year-olds. And I just wasn't prepared for old pagans fucking on the edge of the fire. I'm seeing like really like Brett Eklund in Wicker Man dancing around the fire in her like 20-year-old body, right? I have these Hollywood images. And so that was the shattering of the glass house of nude fucking in the woods.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'd say so. Is there like a different energy or something like that when there's, sex to be made in the woods? Or that's a serious question. I mean, I know the woods are like mystical and there's different energies and all kinds of things happen in the woods. I'm just wondering.
Okay.
Well,
Jerry, let it go.
in all honesty, with that experience, with like the rituals and stuff, like the general like pagan-y events, like Burning Man and stuff, it's actually really cool. It's a cool vibe, and so what you've got that has that heavy sexual vibe is you have drummers drumming, right? And you've got all that tribal drumming happening, big huge bonfire, dancers dancing around the fire, and it creates definitely a charged energy effect. And these people actually did go off into the recesses of where the wood met, the open land where they had allowed for the fire and all this. So it was discreet in a way too, but I'm a lurker, so I always find myself on the edges. That's how I encountered everyone out there fucking. And I saw a few of my friends too. I'm like, you got a wife at home. What's going on over here? And I'm like, oh my God, and it's a boy. And it's just like everything kind of goes at a pagan festival.
Oh, the moon's out that night.
It's really great, and I hope I don't paint it in a terrible light. I was a young person that just had a different idea of what it was, and then I went many years as a vendor selling jewelry, and it's great experiences. But it just is. It's fun to make light of. I think that those elements though really are kind of sexy. The beating drums, the fire, hot summer night. There's a vibe going on. You can get the gist and the freedom. And so this is what's really great is the freedom everyone had. There was every type of body, all kinds of age groups. And it was just a general, what you would think of as a pagan experience. I wasn't having that. I think I was too uppity at that time to get to be that free with it. I didn't mind getting naked, but I wasn't having like the just open fucking with people I didn't know, especially. I mean, I think these people had relationships. I was just brand new to the scene.
It's also safe. I mean, you don't want to do that if you don't know the. I don't know.
Yeah, I've like had this morbid fear of STDs my whole entire life, and I feel like there's no sex good enough that coming out with an STD would make it better. You know, like make it all right. Like there's no sex good enough for me in that case. So
I agree.
And so that's kept me less of a hoe. I think that because I think we all get horny, especially in, like I too have been a horny person in my life.
No way.
And,
no way.
Yeah, I know. Surprising,
Come
right?
on.
It's really shocking. And so, but the thing that did always keep me in check was that fear of like getting something funky. Like, I don't know you, even people I knew, you know, where I don't know. What a weird thing to talk about. It's because I've had beers. I'm going to regret this.
No, you won't.
This is terrible.
It's just an open discussion.
We'll destroy all the copies of it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just like
Hi,
the worst.
Allison.
Don't put my name on it, please.
I will not. Definitely going to be enough.
Let it be a surprise.
This
I'm
is
on
a
here. I'm hitting on
raw-
failed.
Put a
It's
helmet
all-
on that
Unfiltered.
soldier.
I'm
It's all
trying to
good,
get
man.
failed to marry me.
Failed.
He's got to get in a
He's
spot.
got Trisha and me together. We can work this out.
Oh my gosh.
Little
Yeah.
poly family. Is it going to be a leather family?
Right?
Is it a leather
Is it-
family though?
A ginger and a blonde. I mean, come on now. Right?
Y'all
Here we
make
go.
pretty babies.
No, ain't no baby making. Well, maybe baby trying, but ain't no babies coming out.
How about it? Like, was it
Discussion.
I heard some dude had like a baby when I think it was Hugh Hefner, right? Had some kid when he was in his 60s.
Oh, yeah, of course. If you're Hugh Hefner, you should be having them till the day you die.
But that's ridiculous. But anyway,
It's totally absurd. That's what I'm saying. He was absurd, so it's absurd.
you know, I really see the whole Playboy Mansion thing as a giant brownstone operation. Not like any kind of pleasure center.
Could be.
Oh, you mean like what do you mean brownstone? Like a whorehouse?
No, like in a CIA sense of being a brownstone where every room's bugged and cameras and
That's what I was
totally.
thinking. Well, that's like the perfect setup, right? It's the pussy
Right.
den. Always the
Right.
pussy den is where you get the dirt.
exactly.
That would make
always.
sense.
And the STDs.
And the
Oh, yeah.
STDs.
And the
Well,
acid
you know-
snuck into your drinks.
Any good pussy den, though, has screened their people. Like, that's on the high end. They get screened.
Yeah, but when did the Playboy Mansion start? Like in the 70s?
Oh, girl, in the
no.
late in the
60s.
60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
60s.
okay. Well, they weren't screening back then.
There
Yeah, but
was
then they
nothing to
didn't have as
screen
much-
for.
You could get a little penicillin back then. It wasn't going to kill you.
True.
Right.
Damn. Shit got dangerous later.
But
This
if
is
they
like
were
danger.
if they were smart, they were bugging the rooms. They
Right.
get all the dirt, and then they can, pretty much say, "Hey, we got this recording of you and so, and yeah."
There
That's
was
how
a
I got
lot
rich.
of that, Dave, with all the stuff around Frank Sinatra, right, and the Brat Pack, and the Rat Pack, Jesus, and Marilyn, and when all that stuff that was like a lot of bugging going on in that scene because it involved politicians and Hollywood people.
I can see that. Yeah.
I just heard somebody say that Robert Kennedy was having an affair with a dude.
Named Sirhan
Wow.
Sirhan.
Oh,
Bobby Kennedy. And
really?
that's
I've never
why-
heard that.
I know. I'd never heard that either. I was like, where the fuck did this person get this information?
No, wait, man. The aliens did it, okay? They were going to disclose all of this, all of the government cover-ups of the aliens. And they were killed for it.
No way.
No way. I know. But that's
You're so convincing, Jerry.
no, but that's a narrative.
That
of the,
that
I
was
know,
the
I've
narrative
heard
for
that.
sure.
yeah.
Well, same with the Monroe stuff.
Disclosure,
She
right?
was allegedly coming out with that she was writing a book, is
This-
what they were saying.
Right, it was on that Dr. Sala's book about how Marilyn died because JFK had told her I think the whole story, and she knew everything. So they had to kill her.
Mhm. Right, and it was like when in the 80s, the thing they were talking, it was like a syringe between the toes, and then the latest stuff I'd heard was it was actually a suppository
Mm.
of her
Hmm.
booty. And I've never bought the narrative. I think definitely she was suicided for sure. I've always been in that camp. I will always be in that camp. She had plans. She was constantly like it never added up for me. She was playing with dangerous people. So
Yeah.
And she was super smart behind the scenes. So
Shit
Yeah.
happens, you know.
a woman scorned, she was getting scorned by both those Kennedy brothers and having
Oh,
to
yeah.
deal with.
Yeah, but Jackie
What?
jumped right in line afterwards.
Here's the synchro.
Oh yeah.
You guys are talking about Marilyn Monroe, and I go on to Google, and the first article is questions still surrounding Marilyn Monroe's death.
Oh wow,
With the
is
picture of her.
that AI
There you
or
go.
what the hell? Why would that pop
It's
up?
Google. Hangouts,
Google for you.
Hangouts, and YouTube, and all this shit
Oh.
is under Google. So there you
Oh
go.
man, that
Quick-
just gives me the chills.
Quick shout out to Howie Moth and Paranormal Into the Night. Thanks for joining us, guys.
What about
Yeah.
during the day? There's no paranormal. That's
What's that? I'm sorry. What?
so. What about in the day? What about in the daytime?
Oh
There's no
yeah, Paranormal
just the
into
night?
the day as well. So
No, okay.
gotta fix that.
All day and all night, baby.
A very candid discussion, very unfiltered tonight on Beyond the Strange and
You
the
think?
Hive. Well-
Wait, is this like a dual thing? Is it the Hive and Beyond the
Yeah,
Strange?
it's bisexual.
Okay. Okay, so I don't feel
It's
so
going
bad.
both ways.
I don't feel so bad coming on talking smack like I was talking with Dixon.
Oh yeah,
Oh
know, it's
yeah.
please
Like-
don't.
Except
No,
the
don't
one
worry about
thing I'm never going to mention it. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
It's not a bad thing.
Okay. I see I'm looking at you in the eyes right now, Jerry. Uh-huh.
Ah,
Oh.
well, the glasses
Trisexual,
Right,
try anything
reflection.
once.
kind of reflected the light there for a minute
Here.
into your eyes. We know they're there.
Probably nice and bloodshot.
You really need the eye drops there, for real.
Dude.
I don't use that shit because I'm not part of your system. I got to play that song again.
Okay, so when I was
What is
bartending, the thing was, I never did this. I just want to put this on the line. I'm not evil like this, but most of the bars, seriously, this stuff
well,
I
you're
find
evil in other ways.
not like this. This is rude. I
Right.
don't tamper with people's food and drinks and shit like that. I'm really put off by it. But one of the things some of these evil bartenders would do in Chicago was if they didn't like, if for whatever reason, whoever they were serving, whomever that rubbed them wrong, they put Visine in the drink. Have you heard
Oh
this?
shit! Yeah, that'll make them sick as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the runs and all that. Terrible.
Oh, they'll be throwing up and all kinds of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. And I saw that happen so many times.
But it's just saline solution.
Well, it's not just saline solution. It's not.
What else is it?
I don't know. Look it up. Visine. It's got to have some other weird carrier that causes people to projectile out their arses the next
Yeah, I
day.
heard about that shit. I wasn't sure if that shit really worked.
Gives
but,
you
I
diarrhea.
guess you saw it
Cha-cha-cha.
happen. Ugh.
Visine in your drink.
Mhm.
Phenolphthalein.
Anal leakage.
Visine. Yeah. Visine is bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
You put a couple drops of Visine and it's like rocket. You would Elon Musk's rocket to shame.
Yep. I mean, for real, it's a situation. It was common practice in amongst some of the bartenders that I worked with. Terrible.
Wow.
Terrible. Terrible.
Don't leave
So
your
did-
house. That's what my answer is.
Mine
Appreciate it.
too.
Leave a big tip. Leave a big tip.
Be nice to your server. That's
Yeah,
all I
no
gotta
shit.
say.
I got a big tip for you.
Hey.
Oh my God, Casper Parks, thank you for joining us. We are in rare
Casper.
form tonight. Yeah,
Yeah, this is a situation.
it's a situation.
Mhm.
But it's in a beautiful environment.
Absolutely.
Nothing funny at all about the so-called Visine prank.
Oh,
No. Do not do this at home.
yeah.
All you angry spouses.
It's the active ingredient.
Oh no, we just gave him
Active
ideas.
ingredient is
No
called
kidding.
tetrahydrazoline.
But you
Uh-huh.
know, if you're in the food industry at one time in your life, you know a lot of this shit does happen.
Oh yeah, I've seen it all. I have seen
Oh
it all.
man, it's
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, I've seen it all in kitchens for sure.
Mhm.
That's why I'm a nice person, so I understand that people are not slaves. And so, but I have been with people, out to eat with people that treat their service people like shit.
I
And
hate that.
It's embarrassing as hell to
Yeah.
be with those people. It's terrible. And then you also know that now you're affiliated with them as far as the kitchen staff is concerned.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, come on. Unless it's really super a big major fuck up, you just point it out. You don't have to be a dick about it.
You can be if you want.
Well, yeah, but at your own peril, for real.
Right.
So, I mean, it shouldn't happen. I don't care like what the circumstances are. People shouldn't do some of the stuff they do in kitchens, but it's human nature. We're asking too much. So it's just better to try and be nice.
But you know, a lot of that shit can't be. They can't be doing that shit anymore too much because there's cameras everywhere.
Right. I don't know. This was, this is a modern world. This is in the 90s when I was in
gonna
service.
say, yeah,
So-
this is the 80s for me too. I was just getting into the workforce as a pizza tossing guy.
And they didn't have the cameras then. So, I mean, it was rare. Some places did, but it was super rare. It's not like now where it's so easy. They're everywhere. It's standard. Everyone knows they're there.
Oh, I want to bring this up really quick because I don't know if all of you know. I do ride the bus to work, and so long. Oh, ride the bus, Gus. There is cameras on the bus. I didn't
When
know.
did that happen?
I did not freaking
Years
know that.
ago.
I'm serious.
They watched the
There's
drivers.
People.
There's like a camera at the front where the driver's at, and then along the road, the aisle, there's two cameras, and they're on all the buses.
Oh my God.
They're at the bus. I mean, I thought this is what I was thinking. I'm like, well, this is kind of cool. If I really wanted to disappear, all I'd have to do is buy a bus ticket and get on the bus and take off, and nobody would even know. Well, bullshit. They will know. There's cameras on the bus as well.
I've spoken about this a lot. I really hate this aspect of where we're going, and the fact that modern day people and the more that are being born into the system, the more they just come in and accept it. But we've lost our privacy.
Oh man.
And this is a big deal, and it's in the name of safety. And we all know what a joke that is. It's so sad. I mean, Jesus, on the buses. I mean, you got me all. The beers. I sound ignorant, but I'm sorry. I'm so offended by this. I'm so offended by this.
I need a Canadian perspective on this, failed, because a lot of this shit, conspiracy theory, all that stuff that you hear, it's always America that's being talked about.
It's like we're the flagship.
Oh, no, it's not as much of a shithole up there as it is here.
No, I'm not.
There's less people, so there's less to be bothered.
How many places are there that have tent cities where the homeless live?
I mean, probably Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal.
But do they?
Vancouver does. I've seen them. I lived up there.
Vancouver does. I know that.
Yeah.
Because
Definitely.
it's a warm climate, right? But you're crazy to live in a tent in Edmonton. It's going to hit -40 eventually, and you're going to die.
Ooh, you're
So
going to
you
need
may
an
as well
Arctic
just start.
tent
No, I
with
meant that's
a
one.
wood stove.
That's one difference. I mean, I think there's a lot more homeless enclaves in the States.
Yes,
Yeah,
I think
but
that's
why?
true.
You know, I mean, we've got to look at the system. It's not just. It's not like it just happened.
No, the middle class was
No.
destroyed over the last 20 years.
Well, their checks are getting, no matter what class you are, except for unless you're at the elite, you know, we're getting embezzled by a big amount through tax, every little bit of taxation.
Oh yeah.
You know, you turn around and your dollars were 60 cents. It's terrible.
What
And
are you going to
everything's
do
going
about
up.
it?
The cost of living. Well, no, this is what everyone always says. What are you going to do about it? And nobody does anything because everyone that's comfortable is just fighting to stay comfortable.
Right.
And then the other people just fall off, and that's what happens.
Fighting for your Netflix and your 9-to-5 job. That's what they're fighting for.
You know, it's not my dream, but it's terrible because you do see it. You do see like rents going up super high.
Oh hell yeah.
You know, the cost of it, especially out here on the West Coast, it's terrible. I've had many friends that had to leave because like Portland has outpriced most of the artists, you know, that are that are artists and make a living from it, which ain't easy in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Now we definitely have higher price of living also in Canada.
Here's a little more conspiracy to go along with this, guys. Have you guys heard of the UI? The universal income or something like that?
Oh,
yes.
UBI.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Universal basic income. Yeah.
Right. You know, and they're testing it out here in Oakland, California.
Oh shit! I did not know this,
Dude,
Me either.
all it is rebranded fucking welfare.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Yes and no. I mean, I think there's a little bit more to it. This is what they want everyone to be on, so we can be dependent.
Yeah, no
on the
way.
government.
That's welfare.
Yeah, but people say, and the problem with that is people get on it and they don't want to lose it, and so that humans tend to accept their shackles if you keep them in a relative level of comfort. Like seriously, if it's just relatively comfortable and you make it, if it's, I mean, there's a ton of sociology around this and psychology around this that I'm clearly two bears in and not able to speak eloquently about. However, it's the truth though. You know, people want, this is what makes government bigger. And then the bigger the government gets, the more swollen it gets, the more people that are dependent on it want it to be bigger and take care of them. And you've got this out of control monster. And
you basically have you have people who are government employees and people who are not.
That's what I'm saying. And so, but you've got to consider people getting like universal income. That's a government employee too, because you're getting paid out by the government. Mm-hmm. And so you're not going to want the government to get cut back at all. Then it's going to affect that's when it comes home for you. So, but at the same time, shouldn't we all, like, if we get sick, it shouldn't have to be a big drama. I'm like, this is where it gets complex, like healthcare, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you shouldn't have to go bankrupt trying to take care of an illness. That's what, that's fucked up.
I totally agree.
Or one of a dead relative.
Or, there's just so much shit. It's so complex, but it seems like because of the taxation, like if we could choose where our money went and you could see where it went, like say it's on a blockchain, right? My taxes, I'm allotting, you're going to take this much from me. Well, here's where I want it to go. And you get options, right? Oh, I want the streets out here and this public health care, whatever. You get options. And you can see end to end where your money goes instead of the black hole budget that is really taking it, or those people high up that are living through the administration high on the hog that are getting good percentage of your money that you're making.
But how are you ever going to find the proof? I mean, how are they going to show you the proof of where your money goes? Because they could just blow smoke up your ass
If
and
it
say,
was
yeah,
on
I
a
went
blockchain,
here.
if it was transparent, they couldn't.
Oh yeah, if it was on a blockchain. Sorry, I
That's
forgot
what
that
I'm
part.
saying. I'm talking about that. And
Yeah.
if we actually ever had a choice, so you're going to embezzle this much from me, you're going to take 40 cents out of every dollar from me, as you know, okay, well, here's where I want this to go, and you get so many
Right.
options. I'm more down with that than they're just going to take it. And then if you don't pay, of course, we all know what that means. You get fined more, and then you end up in jail eventually.
Oh yeah.
And tell me
Absolutely.
you're not a slave in that scenario.
And,
Right.
Failed,
you know,
he had a
Being
question.
debtor's
for an
prison.
ass slave for sure.
Failed had a question earlier. Failed. What was that?
He walked away, I think.
Did he walk away? Yeah, I think he had a question.
He probably
about
went to go
something,
work
but-
out. I heard his locker.
He already
slam.
worked out.
Oh,
He went to go work.
shower?
Maybe taking a shower.
Hey, bring the camera.
He's not muted.
I'm terrible.
Maybe he went to get ice because he's so hot.
I've got to get my sexual harassment out. This is like my sexual harassment fucking outlet. It's
awesome.
always Grimsteak and Failed. And it's mostly Grimsteak, but since Failed's here tonight, he's
Well, I know
getting it.
James was trying to get in here.
Never me.
He had a problem with that. I don't know where Grim's at.
I know, really. Where is Steve?
Sleeping.
This is late for him now.
He's sleeping. Well, and it's probably our bad too. Well, not our bad, but my bad, because I was trying to do. First, I said I was going to do hangouts with Jerry, and then
Yesterday.
switched it to Zoom,
Today.
and now we're back to hangouts
Again.
right now. So
Uh,
yeah, it kind of went back and forth a little bit. Plus, I totally flaked on you guys, and I'm deeply sorry.
2 days
about it
ago.
again. But no, I definitely wanted to.
Jerry Saturn tonight.
I am
on
teasing.
it.
I'm just teasing. I had a
Yeah, but-
beer. I had a beer thing. I drank.
You had a beer.
Oh,
thing.
Jerry, you did too? It's one of those
Oh.
nights.
Okay.
Henry's hard grape soda.
Yeah, it's one of those nights.
It is.
I rarely drink.
And I got this awesome cigar thing.
I'm totally sober. I feel bad. I
Nice.
feel left out.
I haven't seriously I
or
haven't had
beers.
a beer in months.
I'm
Okay,
completely
Phil?
so.
You too?
I'm completely. Yeah.
Hey, did you hear when I was asking if you wanted to ask that question from earlier? We're trying to.
How tight it. What question?
Oh,
I don't know.
Jerry.
Failed.
Oh, I don't know what question you're referring to.
Okay.
I was just gonna say,
yeah,
like, the universal basic income thing is
right.
it's welfare. You're gonna pay for people to not work, to
Yeah.
not. But oh yeah, what I was gonna ask was, if you're gonna give lots and lots and lots of people money for free, it's not free. It's gonna come from somewhere.
Yep.
You're gonna have to increase your taxes. You're going to have to pay more taxes so that people don't work.
Yep.
The whole system is not good.
No, it's a nightmare.
Because, like you guys say, you have a hard time living right now, and you only pay 5 or 10% taxes.
Nobody said that in here.
No, but that's like everybody's having a hard time. But the tax system in the States is low, is it not?
Taxes are about 25% of your income.
Unless you're a corporation,
Okay.
then it's
That's-
usually like negative.
Total. With
No,
sales tax and
That's
everything.
your income tax. No, and then there's tax on every fucking thing.
Yeah,
it's
there's
not
sales
just-
tax. But
There's
okay.
it just adds
Yeah,
up.
there's different taxes everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
it's
on
like
But there's going to
everything.
be more and more taxes to pay for these free programs, and you're pretty much supporting the government putting more and more people on welfare. And then eventually, everybody will be on welfare, and there'll be no money to make the system work.
right. Well,
I don't
yeah,
see how it's a good.
You know what? It's a Ponzi scheme.
They'll just print more.
Ponzi.
It's got to be.
But so
Thanks,
who do we
Jerry.
put the blame on though?
Why
The
do we have
fucktards
to
that
put?
blame anybody.
started
Blame-
it.
Why is there blame needed?
You just blame yourself for letting it happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody's got an equal part in the monstrosity that we call governments these days. Even my
So-
government, your government, all these governments.
Especially
Mhm.
We've
California.
let them get to a point.
So how do we get out
Or-
of it?
Leave California.
No.
You go
where?
Leave
Canada?
California.
Find a state that won't do that shit. Don't-
Right. Well, you can come up to Washington where everything's taxed, but your income. I mean, it's just like,
They
Don't-
want to do this
but-
throughout the whole United States.
Don't
It's
accept
not
it.
just California.
Don't accept it.
Yeah, you just don't accept it. You say, fuck no, I have a job, dipshits.
Right.
yeah, but you understand there are repercussions right now. It's a thug organization. And so you don't pay, you pay to play.
They
and
wanna
that means
pre-bribe us.
that's life. That's life here. You pay to the best case
Yeah.
scenario is you end up homeless and not in jail.
When?
You have to be a
See that shit every
contributing
day.
member to the society. You can't just take everything for free. I like Madfinger. He says the only tax should be 1% on all stock trades.
So what's the answer? Do
Boom.
we look at
Only-
a socialist society?
No,
to
we
fix
must
this
avoid
problem?
one. No.
Oh my goodness. I have a real issue with just being governed. I think the whole process just like screams of slavery, every
does.
aspect of it. I understand we need to come together and we need great, we need streets and we need public works that work. But we are
don't-
heavily taxed and we don't even have public works that work now. So,
We don't really need a large federal
And you have
government.
failing infrastructure.
No, it's that
right.
we pushed a lot of stuff off to the federal government that we didn't need to,
Yeah.
or was taken away from the states.
It was taken away from the
Mhm.
state. We
Taken.
didn't push it off.
And I think people don't think about this, but when they make new laws about something, you really have to think about when did you give them permission to regulate something, that particular thing for you. We set up the government. We didn't give them the permission to make plants illegal, for instance, right?
Right.
Or we didn't give them permission to allow us to marry who we please. It's very precocious.
But that's where the tomfoolery
Pretentious,
comes
rather.
in, is that they
Right.
took your vote as confidence to make all these laws on your behalf, even if you vote or not. It's
No,
all about the voting system.
I get that, but I think it's been taken too far.
Definitely.
It has been taken too far. It's compartmentalizing every single aspect of your life into a tax or a fine. Everything you pay for, you pay taxes on. Anything you do wrong, you get a fine for.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's a giant corporation. It needs to keep running. That's
Well, that's the bottom line. It is a giant
That
corporation.
is the bottom line. You're right.
But the thing is, how the question everyone is always asking is, how do we get out of it? How do we rearrange it? And what do we do? Well, what are the answers? Because we don't seem to have answers. And then when these things, when everyone's starting to act up and civil disobedience starts happening, then there's ironically and I got to give it a hand, like masterfully, everyone gets pitted against each other so that it keeps the masses from being a big huge against the real enemy here, which is this hand over us.
right. I think all of this is going to come to a head when the Mueller, well, especially in our country, when the Mueller investigation ceases, however it does, and whatever decision comes out, the other side is going to go apeshit. So
It's
that's
division politics.
Right.
Everything is divided.
right.
Right. The only real answer I see is step back and let it fall.
Oh yeah.
I know it's terrible, but step back, let it fall, and we'll rebuild eventually.
It's
Move
not
back into
terrible.
something
I
else.
welcome it. I know Suzanne does.
And that's exactly what one of the things that David Icke was talking about is don't vote.
Right.
Don't vote.
Participation on all
Let
levels.
it let it fall down.
But don't forget that you vote with your credit card.
The problem,
Right.
yeah, you vote with your money. The problem I see with the not voting thing, it's fine because not voting is a vote of non-confidence towards the government, right? But they will still elect leaders if 3 people vote.
Right.
You will still get a leader if 4 people vote.
Right. We're not certain,
That's
though,
it.
that our election system is even legit at the moment because of all the
The
shenanigans.
moment,
Yeah, at the moment. Well, and
You're
like it's ever been.
I personally, I never thought anything was ever going to be legit again after the electronic machines came out. I knew at the time what the implications were, and the way that they're designed is completely retarded. If you're a computer person, have a look at the first electronic voter machines with the memory cards and the, oh my god, they're hilarious. But anyway, yeah, they could totally be fucked with because it was just on a floppy disk or memory card that each person had. Whatever. But once they got rid of the ballots, once they got rid of the proof, anything could happen.
Yeah, true.
That's
And
what I'm saying. How do we get around all that
I think
shit?
the first time I saw one was with Obama. Obama's first election,
Mm-hmm.
where I let my daughter press him, select him.
she had her own choice. The world is at a point of no return. It's been there for a while.
Yay.
They keep pumping the economies with money. They keep printing money out of thin air. Eventually, there won't be anything left. And it's coming pretty soon.
Well, yeah. Well, didn't you hear?
I can't tell you when or where.
Now there's
but
the event.
We're going
That's the
children of
event.
men, right? Because the sperm counts are down all over the world by like 10% or something. And at this rate, by 2030, we'll not be able to reproduce. So let's go watch the movie Children of Men. You'll see our future. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so in this kind of nihilistic view, we can't, the thing is we can't live in a state of
Fear?
not even fear. This is beyond fear. This is like, there's always got to be a sense of another way, another path, another option. And just if we look at it like through mythology, the hero's journey, if you will, there's always some way through the fuckery. And I can't believe, and you all know how I feel about like the synchronistic universe, and that we kind of have a good say in a little bit of what's going on. And is this what we're dreaming for ourselves? Can't we dream a different dream? It's a question. It's an open-ended question.
Not enough people are dreaming their own dreams.
Yeah, if you don't want the system to fail, I think replacing bad people with good people with good intentions, and directing your positive energy to find the right people to vote for, to replace the toxic waste dump that is the government.
Oh yeah.
But that's a really slow game. Like, I don't know if we can replace all the people with good people before it fails.
Well, I'm all for it going down in flames. I think we should just start over at this point.
Absolutely.
It's
but if you're thinking,
and this is where I think
if you're
Trump
thinking about
is
a different way, I think that's the different way.
Not that I think Trump is a good guy in any way, but I do think he realizes that things are fucked up and is going to attempt to clean it up somewhat. Whether or not he'll be successful, I don't know. And for what purpose, I don't know. But I doubt any of the shit that everyone talks about, like baby eating and whatnot, is ever going to come out in the public.
Oh, God, no.
Or that there'll be mass arrests or any of that bullshit.
No. They won't let it. None of that.
I think if it starts to come out, then they'll just...
It'll be bank fraud.
Really fast.
It'll be bank fraud or wire fraud or money laundering or some bullshit charge. 10,000 charges of this because you're going to be, won't ever be treason.
Yeah, $10,000 fine and you're
Isn't that how they got Al Capone?
Al Capone was tax evasion.
Exactly, on tax evasion. They couldn't get him on murder or anything else.
Nope.
But they went after his taxes and they got him that way.
Well, there's always a way. There's always a way. It's a matter of.
God finds a way.
On that note, I'm leaving y'all. This was a fun little
I think
interlude.
that's a good note to say goodnight, Gracie.
Yeah, I think so. I gotta pass it. We have 5
Absolutely.
hours.
I got a family reunion to go to tomorrow, and I really appreciate everyone coming out tonight and participating in this unfiltered event.
It's very the Hive. I love it.
Stop calling it
Thanks again,
unfiltered. Call it
guys.
natural. Call it organic.
Organic.
Okay.
There you go.
Good night,
Organic.
Nish. Good night, John Boy.
Guys.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Have
in
a
the
good night,
chat.
everyone.
Take
Good
care.
night, everybody. And
Good
we'll
night,
see you
Adelaide.
soon.
Stay wasted.
Take care, everyone. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Night.